today's video, my job is to get this Juventus team back to winning the Scudetto. It's been more than 2 years since Juventus have won Serie A. This season, they're 7th in the league. Giorgio Chiellini is gone, and a lot of their core team is very old. These guys need a massive rebuild from top to bottom, and we're here for just that. So, let's get things started. 60% of you guys watching this video haven't subscribed. Help me reach 600k subscribers by dropping a sub. Time for season 1, and the first thing we're gonna do is assess the squad we've got. Di Maria is a really good player to have, but I think we're only gonna get 1 season out of him. The team needs to be built around Vlahovic and Chiesa. McKennie's good in midfield, Locatelli's amazing. Pogba's gonna be an interesting one. If we can get the best out of him, the sky is the ceiling. But at the back is where most of the investments need to go. Alexandro, Bonucci, Cuadrado, all players I'm looking to, replace soon. The bench, we do have some nice options, but again, it's nothing too impressive. If we want to win Serie A, we'll have to do a lot more. Now, we do have 182 million to spend, but I'm going to use a lot of that money to sign players like Manuel Locatelli on a permanent deal. It's going to cost us 50 million, but I think it's worth it. And we managed to convince Locatelli to sign a permanent deal with us. I also really like Leandro Paredes, so I'm trying to sign him on a permanent deal as well. And now we're unveiling Leandro Paredes as a permanent Juventus player. He cost us about 21.2 million. And see, just with 2 signings, our budget was down to 112 million. And we still need to sign new defenders, possibly midfielders, maybe even wingers, but I think it's worth it. There's so much to do here. We really need a good signing to partner Bremer, because I know this guy is insane. We get a good defender alongside him, we'll be sorted. Cristian Romero of Spurs might just be the perfect player, since he's got that Serie A experience already under him. But negotiations with Juve's former coach, Conte, was not going to be easy. They wanted 74.4 million. Finally, 60 million did the deal, and we're getting our man Romero. And we've managed to sign the former Atalanta player to Juventus. 60 million for Romero. I think it'll be worth it. The team is already coming together with Romero in the starting 11. We're down to 51 million. Look at how quickly the money's gone. I desperately want to try and improve the left back position, and the dream signing would be João Cancelo. Fun fact, Juventus traded Danilo for Cancelo in a swap deal. How stupid was that? To sign him, we will need above 105 million. And right now, we've got just 50. If maybe we're able to sell a few players, it might be possible. We're gonna have to try and pull off a miracle to make this happen. I think if we recall Arthur and then try and sell him on a permanent deal, that could help. So after that began the grind to get money for, of course, the Cancelo deal. Meanwhile, we sold our current left back, Alexandro. He was 31. It's time to move on. We sold him for like 15.5 million to Leipzig. So we were now up to 68 million, but that's still not going to be enough to sign Cancelo. I sold this random dude, Federico Gatti, for another 10 million. We're now up to 80 million. We also loaned out one of our most talented strikers in Caio George. I feel like for this season, he had not really much use, so it makes sense to loan him out. More money coming in as we sold Sciglio. We were now up to 90 million. That's getting into territory of being close to signing Cancelo. This was the offer I was waiting for, and it comes from Lazio for Arthur. 30 million for him. That's the money that can get us Cancelo. And finally, Arthur was sold, and this 30 million that we're getting for him is going to be really important. We now have the money to sign one of the best left backs in the game. Negotiating against Pep Guardiola and Manchester City is not going to be easy. We're starting with 84 million. Wow, they just kicked us out of the room. This is going to be hard. Our first Serie A game of the season was quickly approaching, and we still hadn't signed a left back. 136 million is our budget now after selling all the players. This is it. We need to sign Cancelo. This time, I'm going to straight up go with 90 million as my first offer. And they countered with 128. 100 million could surely do the trick. Okay, 107. But you know what? We're gonna do it. All that was left was getting João Cancelo to sign the dotted line. And we managed to get Cancelo to sign the contract. He's a Juventus player now. 107.2 million. He better play well. And just before the season begins, we managed to get our squad ready for the season. In this first season with Juventus, this is the team we've got. Let's see if it's good enough to win the Scudetto. The road to the Scudetto has begun, but we had the worst possible start ever. This literally couldn't have been a worse start. Oh my god. But our keeper saves. Yo! Lovely bit of play on his debut, by the way. Still Di Maria. Looking for passing options. Sees Chiesa. Chance for him to score. Oh, Vlahovic gets the loose ball, and we get the goal in our first game with Juventus. Vlahovic scores. Good thing is, we've got Angel Di Maria. Vlahovic Angel Di Maria, can he get a goal on his debut? Oh, what a finish! Angel Di Maria, let's go. And finally, towards the end, we also saw what Paul Pogba could offer to this team. We're going to see what Pogba is all about, sliding that one through for Vlahovic. We need that version of Pogba as Vlahovic opens up his body, slots it home. We managed to string a couple more great results after that win, and we're now second in the league. At this point, I'd quickly figured out the star players of this team. It was easily Pogba in the midfield, Vlahovic and Chiesa up top. Di Maria also had his magic moments. At the back, new signing Romero was just something else. Also, Cancelo had managed to score a couple of goals from fullback in 3 games. This guy is something in another world. But this is where we're gonna get really tested. Is this Juventus side gonna be able to compete in Europe? Well, we've got a game against PSG to find out. Overall, from this group, I think we should be able to get out, but let's not take it lightly. This game is gonna be a great way to assess what are the squad's strengths and weaknesses. This was a good chance to see how, with the new signings and everything, can this Juventus team compete with the best in the world? Well, the answer was no, because we got absolutely ripped apart. Oh, Mbappe looking for Neymar, already through on goal, and 1-0 down. The defense getting exposed by the quality of Mbappe and Neymar. Oh, they're going to come again at us. Marco Verratti, Neymar again. Cuadrado just can't seem to mark him. Weston McKennie and Juan Cuadrado are sadly not at the level we need. Even Angel Di Maria's lack of pace was evident against this former club. Mbappe as well joining the party. This was a reality check. Full time, and we've taken a massive L. One thing I've learned from this game is that we need a better right back and probably even a better midfielder. Juan Cuadrado and Weston McKennie were getting exposed in that game. They're not at the level we need them to be. And Angel Di Maria's lack of pace was evident too. Obviously, we probably won't be able to improve our team anymore now, but it's good to know where improvements need to be made. Let's now focus a bit on Serie A. We're now 10 games into the season, and we're top of the league. At least in Serie A, the level seems to be there. Our next game is against Fiorentina, and if we beat them, we've got a chance to extend our gap at the top to 3 points. It took us a while to get the first goal in this game, but we got it. Maria, lovely stuff, and that's our chance, and we get the goal. It's Chiesa. Lovely goal. Finally the breakthrough. Then we had Cancelo show why he's worth 100 million. Cancelo going down in the box and we get a pen. But then, of course, we can't have an S2G video without me missing some penalties. Cancelo is insane. He just earned us a penalty all on his own, and let's hope Vlahovic can deliver this. Come on, top bins. Bro, are you kidding me? And that's that. We win this game and we go top of the league. With that result, we're unbeaten and top of the Serie A charts. But also, we had a bit of bad news as Juan Cuadrado had suffered a bruised shoulder injury and he'll only be out for the next 5 days. But this got me thinking. Cuadrado has already gone down by a couple of ratings. We need to sell him and get as much money out of this as we can. Now, his contract's expiring. I'm willing to give him a renewal at a lower fee so we can just get some cash for him. So I've managed to reduce the fees he's getting. We've put him on the transfer list as well. If we can get 12-13 million for him, that could mean a possible new signing come January. So we'll see what happens on that front. Would you believe it? It's Barcelona of all teams who want to sign Cuadrado. They can have him easy. And it's actually done. Juan Cuadrado is off to Barcelona. We'll get a nice 14 million. PSG somehow managed to bottle the rest of their games in the Champions League, and we were top of this group. In our next game against PSG, if we can even manage to get a draw, we could end up topping this group out of nowhere. This next game against PSG will also be a good test to see how far this team has come. We have this young kid Miretti in our team, and I actually really like him. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk, but I'm playing Miretti in a game like this. Could he be the next big player from Italy? Now for this one against PSG, I thought I'd finally figured out how to use this team, but honestly, PSG are way too talented. This is what happened. Mbappe once again. Oh my god. Sus defending, but PSG are just unreal. Neymar is just too good. This PSG side is too good, and Messi scores against us. We're taking an L here. We just can't compete at the very top as of now. PSG managed to score another one and we lose 3-0. I thought we were safe in the Champions League, but that defeat to PSG was costly because Benfica was still in the fight. They beat us and now we're out of the Champions League. No, this is unbelievable. We're out of the Champions League. Questions will be asked. Changes will be demanded. In January, we'll have to start working on some improvements. Meanwhile, we're top of Serie A and our next couple of games are against Milan and Inter. If we don't win them, we're going to be in the mud. These were really important must-win games, but I think the Champions League knockout affected the team a lot. What was that? How has Kevin Volland just scored that? We take the L to Milan. That defeat to AC Milan means that we now need to beat Inter. Otherwise, we're no longer going to be top of the league. This game was as must-win as it gets, and the team delivered. Yes, oh, that touch was nice, and that finish was absolutely brilliant. Let's go. Huge win against Inter. We needed this after getting knocked out from the Champions League. With that, we're at the halfway point of the season, and Juventus are top of the league. Sadly, that form in the league has not been translated to the Champions League, but let's still have a good second half of the season. The second half of the season is about to begin. We're in the January transfer window and we need to make signings. Good thing is we've got a budget of about 48 million. But guys, we've got problems already. Angel Di Maria is injured. He's out for the next 7 weeks with a broken elbow. That is such a bummer. I think his career could be over with that because he's gone down by 3 ratings already. And now, apart from a new right back, we also need a new right winger. This is a massive issue. You know what? I still want to spend my money on a right back, so I think I've got an idea. I'm sorry, Spurs, but we're going to recall Dejan Kulusevski, and he's going to be our right winger for the rest of the season. Probably should have done that way earlier, because Kulusevski is way better than Di Maria at this stage. I think we may have found the next right back for Juventus. It's Jeremiah Frimpong, 81 rated, only 22 years old. If we can negotiate this right, this could be a ridiculously good signing. Starting with 39 million, and let's see what Conte says. He wants 55. We can't afford that. 47 million is the maximum we can go, so let's go up to 41 million and see what happens. They're going down to 51, but the tension is rising. This deal might be really tricky to pull off. Let's try 43 million. That's, I think, the most we can go at this point. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. Maybe a swap deal. Maybe I put in this guy in the deal as well. Just chuck him in there and see what happens. They're gonna just assess our offer. This is bad. Unfortunately, this Frimpong deal, we can't pull it off. We just don't have the money. So then I began hunting for other right backs. Because of not having a proper first team right back, it was affecting our performances on the pitch. We dropped down to second in the league. We're now on transfer deadline day. If we don't find a right back, we're gonna be in trouble. I was just going through some options and I finally thought Diogo Dalot, he'd be perfect. The issue with this is we have no idea how much he's worth. I'm just gonna put like a 26 million offer just to see what Sociedad say, and that's worked. Maybe I've overpaid, I don't know. Diogo Dalot has been unveiled as a Juve player. I think we overpaid, but it's fine, you know, we needed him. Well, we're done with our transfers and this team needs to get us the Scudetto. Just after the transfer window, we have the big game against Inter, a game that could decide the fate of this title race. I am so glad we sorted out the signing of Dalot before this game. This is easily the biggest game we've had to play with Juventus. Let's beat Inter and march on towards the title. This was a potential title decider and we started off brilliantly for once. Vlahovic is so freaking dominant. He's got a chance to score, and of course he scores. Vlahovic could be the reason we win Serie A this season. But then an injury completely put us off the game plan. Oh no, Locatelli's injured. Locatelli's injured. It's a good thing we signed Paredes in a permanent deal and we've got him ready to come on. Without Locatelli, we were struggling to control the game and then we just collapsed. Oh, they've got their goal. Frustrating in the 76th minute. No, what have we just done? We've completely bottled it. Guys, with this result, Serie A could be over for us. That defeat is going to hurt us. Winning Serie A from here looks like an impossible task. The good thing is Locatelli's injury was just a shoulder injury. He should be back for the next game. Meanwhile, Rabiot out of nowhere just signed a deal with Real Sociedad and he's going to be joining them for free. see. Next up, this game against AC Milan, it's a must-win game. So far this season, Vlahovic has been the player carrying the team. Chiesa has been a good supporting cast, but after that, Cancelo is our top scorer. This team needs more firepower, and we can only address it next season. For now, Vlahovic, it's all on you. In a must-win game like this, you wouldn't believe the way we started. Oh, we've been exposed defensively already, and how has that gone in? The game has barely even started, and Rafael Leao has done that. Another massive L in Serie A. What are we doing? Honestly, at this point, our chances of getting sacked are more than our chances of being successful here at Juventus. I don't know what's wrong, but there's something we need to figure out. I've adjusted our team's tactics, and let's hope this is what we need. We're now about 30 games into the season, and guess what? We've managed to close the gap down to 5 points. We're kind of back in the title race, but we need to keep stringing a good run of form, and that starts with this game against Lazio. At this point, Vlahovic decided enough is enough, and he decided to carry the team on his back. On the breakaway, here we go. Kostic has been brought on as he looks for Kulusevski. Inside for Vlahovic. This is his chance. Can he score this? And he does. What a goal from Vlahovic. We needed someone to step up, and it's him. Oh, Vlahovic. Vlahovic, right place, right time. Offside? No. He's onside. Let's go. With Vlahovic being outstanding and even Paul Pogba chipping in, we'd managed to claw back the point difference to just 1 point. We genuinely have a chance to win Serie A. But then this happened. Dusan Vlahovic has suffered a pulled hamstring injury. No. In the crucial stages of the season, he's out. With Vlahovic's season over, there's no choice but to trust in Moise Kean. If he can help us out and deliver Serie A, he'll become a Juventus hero. Vlahovic has scored 36 goals for us this season. It's incredible we won't have him for the rest of the season. Somebody needs to pick up the mantle in his absence, and that somebody was Federico Chiesa. Yes, sir. Bringing it inside, opening up space, and that's superb from Chiesa. In the absence of Vlahovic, we found the player that's going to carry the team on his back. The difference now is just 1 point between us and Inter. We've got a real chance of winning the Serie A. But first, Coppa Italia final. We've made it here. Let's win our first trophy with Juve. Keane. Oh, smartly done to find Chiesa. If he can bring it inside, he just about can. Oh, that's wonderful from Chiesa. As I said, in the absence of Vlahovic, he's been unreal, and he does it against his former club. No way, we've got a penalty to make it 2-0. Pogba's going to take this one with his incredible run-up. Let's go left. Let's go left. I'm scared. Paul Pogba put this one in. Oh, that's a perfect pin from Pogba. The wait to take that penalty was insane. We're going to win the cup. It really is the Chiesa show right now as he looks for Kulusevski. Kulusevski doing really well. Tough angle. And he's managed to score. 3-0 up in 22 minutes. Oh, looks like Moise Kean wants to join the party as well. And he scored a lovely goal. The goal to get us the trophy. That is our first trophy secured. It's time to get back to focusing on Serie A. Oh my god, I think we've done it. 37 games into the season. We're top of the league with 1 game to go. All we need to do is beat Sampdoria in our final game and we'll win the league. The pressure is on, but can we win the title? Cancelo putting this one in. It's decent. Oh, what a header from Moise Kean. We've taken the lead in this title decider. It's unreal how Moise Kean in the absence of Vlahovic is going to help us win the title. Oh, this is it. Chiesa completely through on goal. Federico Chiesa has a chance to win us the title, and of course he slots it home. It's done, guys. Juventus have won the Serie A. We've done the domestic double. Oh my god, the difficulty to pull this off, but we did it. We've managed to make Juventus win the Scudetto, but we're not done yet. We're going for the Champions League next season. It's time for Season 2. We're champions of Italy, but we need to still become champions of Europe. Let's first take a look at our squad. Chiesa and Vlahovic are better than ever. Oh, Locatelli has gone up massively too. I love the back line as well. No reason to change it. Their Dalot is a bit low rated, but I think he should be fine. Caio George back from his loan spell. Keane has gone back to Everton, so he's going to be back up. We've got Danilo in their parade. We've got Zakaria back from his loan spell, and that's going to be important because I'm going to try and convert him to a centre centre-back. He'll give us depth for the centre-back position. Whoa, we've got a lot of players coming back from their loan spell, you know. Last season, we spoke about reinforcing the attack. That's exactly what we're going to do. And maybe a midfielder as well. Let's begin improving the team. 258 million. The board want us to make Champions League history. We're going to start off by reinforcing the attack, and the player I've chosen is Neymar. You might be thinking Neymar is kind of finished. No, he isn't. He's 31. To win the Champions League, I need to reinforce that attack. I need to bring in a player who will score guaranteed goals for us. And for me, that player is Neymar. The creativity he could bring to our attack, unreal. We need him for one season to be the best he can be, and will be good. We're negotiating for him right now. Looks like 95 million is going to be the deal. We did it, boys. Neymar is a Juventus player. If you're wondering how I'm going to fit Neymar and Chiesa into the team, it's simple. Neymar's going to play on the left, Chiesa on the right. You'd think I'd be satisfied with signing Neymar, but I still feel like we can improve this team. We've just pulled off the heist of the century, signing Barella from Inter. Yes, guys, we actually pulled this off. 125 million. Unreal. Barella is a signing that changes everything for us. My God, this team is unreal. I think we're ready to go for the Champions League this season. It was now time for Neymar's Serie A debut. Neymar on his Serie A debut. Oh my God. This man is unbelievable. That's why we signed him. The flair he's going to bring to our team. Just surreal. Neymar controlling that one brilliantly. Oh, he still has it. Looking for the ball for Vlahovic. Neymar is just the perfect player for this Juventus team. Vlahovic is going to enjoy playing with him. With Neymar in the team has had a perfect start to their Serie A season. But what matters this season is the Champions League. And it's now time for us to attempt to get out of this group alive. Don't you forget, guys, we also have Chiesa in the team this season as we find Vlahovic. There should be a goal for Vlahovic. And there you go. 1-0 up in the Champions League. You thought we wouldn't be making it out of this group? Nah, with Neymar, that was never gonna happen. Neymar finding a bit of space, and he actually scored that. Are you kidding me? He is just insane. Neymar opening up space, and Neymar is just so glad. Bigger the game, he always delivers. Neymar and the boys have made a complete mockery of the Champions League. We've topped our group easy. Although, because our focus has been on the Champions League, we've kind of flustered, but we're still level with Inter on points. We're in January right now, and honestly, I do not feel the need to improve the team whatsoever. Fleet, just as I see Dalot injured, he's out for the next 4 months. That is actually insane. Unfortunately, I don't think we've got the money to sign a new right back. Danilo, well, his contract's expiring. I'm quickly going to renew it. He's going to have to do the job instead of him. Okay, I might have an idea to sign a new right back. If we sell someone like Kostic, who's only played 11 games for us, we might have the money to sign a new right back. This transfer window has suddenly got interesting. With just 5 days left on deadline day, we managed to sell Kostic to Chelsea. And that's going to give us 45.9 million. So we've now got about 59 million to sign a good right back. With just a few hours to go on transfer deadline day, we managed to sign David Calabria for 43 million. He's 82 rated. I think he'll be okay in that right back spot. This is our team that's going to win us the Champions League. We got a very kind Champions League round of 16 draw, and we took advantage of it. We knocked out PSV, but next up was Manchester United. Ronaldo is still playing for Manchester United. He's going to be up against his former club Juve. They should be interesting. If we want to win the Champions League, we need to be able to get through teams like this. I'm sure this is one team Paul Pogba really wants to show what he's all about. Let's see if he can deliver. I was thinking this game was going to be the Paul Pogba revenge, but it turned out being a penalty show. Look what happened. Of course, this game starts with a Ronaldo penalty, man. Of course. But he's missed. Unbelievable. Penaldo misses. Not again. Another penalty for Penaldo. Nah, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. And he saved again! You can't write this stuff. Ronaldo has missed 2 penalties. He's finished. And then towards the end, I thought Man United surely scored. No. Ronaldo's through. Ronaldo's through. He goes for the cutback. Sancho, another one. Bro, we're surviving. Chesney saves. How is this 0-0? 0-0, to be honest, isn't a bad result for us. All we gotta do is beat Man United at home, and we're through. In Turin, this was a completely different game. Oh, Barella could be through. Barella could be through. We signed him to do this from Inter Milan. He scores from Juventus in the Champions League. 1-0 in this must-win game. Looking for Vlahovic. Vlahovic, and it should be 2-0. The goal that could end Man United's journey in this competition. We knocked out Man United, but then it was PSG standing between us and a Champions League final. Now, we had a massive problem. Chiesa, unavailable in a game like this. He was our highest rated player. Kulusevski is being trusted to deliver against PSG. I thought this was going to be a high-scoring game, but this happened. 89th minute, Messi from 30 yards. This game has been so tight. If Messi scores from here, straight at the keep. Another 0-0. The intensity of this game was crazy. We're going to have to go to Paris and try and do the impossible. The good news for the second leg is we've got Chiesa back. Once again, this game against PSG was super tight, but ultimately a brilliant pass, and we found the breakthrough. Oh, what a ball that is for Neymar. He's through. He's through. And Neymar has scored. Unreal. Against his former club, it is Neymar who scores, and he's running down straight to the fans. That is an oof. Against the PSG fans, he's just done that. And then the Neymar show began. Neymar, I see Pogba. I see you, Pogba. What a run. And Paul Pogba gets his goal. That run from midfield was unreal. A goal and an assist from Neymar was enough to send us through to the Champions League final. And as expected, it's Manchester City and Erling Haaland will be playing in the Champions League final. Meanwhile, in the Serie A, we finished second, but hey, competing in both competitions was not easy. Being fully fit, Vlahovic delivered with 31 goals, but he had to share the spoils with Neymar and Chiesa. Neymar scored 25, and look at new signing Barella. He did well too. But this is it. We win this game, we win the Champions League, and complete the fixing challenge. That is it. That is what we're playing for. The Champions League trophy. Let's do it. Liking this run from him. As he sees Cancelo inside for Neymar. No, I thought I could pull it off. I was worried about Man City in this game. Erling Haaland this, Erling Haaland that, but it was Neymar who struck gold. Oh, look at that space for Neymar. Oh, he breaks through. Neymar's broken through. What a chance. Neymar opens up his body and scores in the Champions League final. The goal that could win us the trophy. Neymar has done it. But then it was inevitable. No. Haaland is just a machine. Oh, not that celebration too. Later on in the game, Neymar had picked up a knock, but he still wanted to continue, and he did this. What a ball for Neymar. He's got a bit of a knock, but that does not affect him at all. Neymar scores his second, and Juventus make it 2-1 in the Champions League. It's done. We've won the Champions League with Juventus. 2 seasons of grinding, and we've done it. Juventus back in FIFA 23, and that's how we celebrate with that Champions League. Enjoy the celebrations. Let me know which team we should be fixing next week.